Guess who's back in the 208, bees? Me. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Ida Potatoes YouTube channel. Forgive me if I'm not super loud today. I'm feeling a little sicky. I did a little bit too much singing without the proper of the warming up thing. Welcome to another installment of Fika Friday. What Fika is it's a time for people to come together over coffee, tea, and something sweet and be with their friends, also just like a coffee break. So, feel free to take a break, grab something sweet and a warm beverage of your choice, or iced, I don't know, it's a beautiful day. I'm not gonna judge. So, today I couldn't make up my mind, so I asked my roommate to help me pick a tea from this luxury bookcase of teas. Luxury tea time bookcase. Luxury tea time bookshelf. And, yeah. So, she chose mint. Thanks. Tastes like mint. And, because of that, there's only one thing of these rolled wafers that, I think would really go with mint, and that's just plain chocolate. Because I'm gonna mix orange and mint. Ew. So, I have some lovely chocolate wafers here. So, today, I wanted to talk about things that I learned from my teachers through school that weren't necessarily related to school, or that I have taken beyond school, and they actually are just things that I think about in my everyday daily life now. And that was a lot of mumbling, I apologize. What you gonna do? It's actually not a bad combo, kind of like a Thin Mint, but less exciting. Or more exciting. I don't know, that's a dumb joke. I don't know why I say that. Besides throwing markers to get students' attention, or tying shoelaces together when your student falls asleep, these are some things that I've learned from teachers and professors that I actually think about often. The first one is from my 11th grade English teacher from Honors American Literature, Miss Holmes. The thing that I think I took the most away from her class was, just because it's a little unorthodox doesn't mean it doesn't work. Yeah. Words. Hard. It's weird to take this idea that she showed us and put it into just one simple phrase when it took an entire trimester to learn. So one of the things that we did when discussing American literature was we didn't have actual book reports. I know. Call the literati. So what she did instead, she would always have us do other things. One of the things was to make a poster, but she let us be as freewheeling as we wanted to, so I'm pretty sure my group for that one came up with how much was it? It was like a 12-page book, but made out of poster board. And then another thing she had us do was make a film trailer for The Scarlet Letter. And it was always different things to get us more engaged, and while it did seem a little unorthodox, it totally got the point across, and we were all so much more invested in the learning. And so I sort of have taken that with me. And even though it might seem a little unorthodox, or you don't follow the bureaucracy of how this is supposed to work, the chain of command, and sometimes you just send the email and say, "Hi, would you like to come to this thing because we think you'd be great at it." Another thing that really stuck with me is from my 12th grade English 101 teacher, Mrs. Opelt, and she had this as a poster in her room, and it was so funny because she is just so totally counterculture, stick it to the man. And that is, censorship can only lead to blindness in our children. I like to look at that and say, censorship can only lead to blindness. I think if you go your entire life having things censored for you and not paying attention to things and not learning about so many different topics, it doesn't make you wise, it just makes you sheltered. especially coming from our area, because our area is very like small town minded and stuff, and there were always different things that they're like, we can't show that in school, blah blah blah, and she was very much like, show it, it's the real world. You can't handle the real world. She was one of my favorite teachers. I don't know why, but all of the teachers that I came up with like different things to take away were all from English teachers. Oops. And so the last thing that I think about, like on the daily, was from my English 102 professor, Professor Lloyd. So I'm going to paraphrase here because I can't remember his particular phrasing, but he would always say something akin to, when you are learning, you're going to have to sift through a lot of stuff that doesn't matter to find those gold nuggets of things that really matter and will stick with you. I know, right? And I think this was really interesting because English 102 for me was a wonderful class. We talked about EMPs, excuse me? We talked about EMPs, we talked about defrosting roadways, we talked about different therapies for cancer. And it was just all these different things. And I think his biggest point was to try and make it so that it was a learning opportunity for you and what you're interested in, not only about learning APA format. I still think about that in like everything I do, that there's going to be these little golden nuggets that you're going to take away from every experience. Whether that's, oh, I really didn't like this, or wow, that one line stuck with me from that TED Talk. There's always going to be something that is going to like stick with you, and you just have to sift through all the bullshit to find it. So don't stop sifting, basically. Continue to go through the bullshit. So those are some things that I learned going through school that I still take forward with me every day, and I hope that maybe some of these things can stick with you. I know it's a little nerdy. Fika Friday videos for me are just like, you know, it's a chill time. We're gonna eat a snack, we're gonna drink something. Mint tea. And it's just a time to chill. So feel free to chill. Take this time, enjoy yourself. Watch the other Fika Fridays. With that being said, I hope you all have a great weekend, and I will see you on Tuesday. Unless my butt's late getting the video up like I was this last week. Okay, thanks everybody. Bye! It's starting to sound like frickin' McMurray and Letterkenny.